So far, we have been serving our app from this address, localhost port 19002. And that means if we turn off our computer, or if you stop Expo CLI, we won't be able to open our app with Expo Client. This is where publishing comes to the rescue. So we can publish our app to Expo, and then our app is going to have a public and a permanent address that anyone can use to open it with Expo Client. Just like how we can publish NPM packages to NPM directory. We can publish our app to Expo, and it will be visible to anyone in the world. This is much easier than going through app stores. If you have done any kind of app development before, you probably know that going through app stores is very tedious. There are so many steps that you have to follow. With Expo, we don't have to worry about it. We simply publish our app to Expo, and anyone in the world can open our app and test it with Expo Client. Of course, this is purely for development and testing, not production. When we want to put our app to production, we have to go through app stores. That's a topic for the future. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to publish your app to Expo. Now, we can publish using Metro Bundler here. So we can click on Publish or Republish Project. Alternatively, we can open a new terminal window and type Expo Publish. Either way, you have to get back to this terminal window because Expo is going to ask you a few questions. Let me show you. So in this demo, I'm not going to run Expo Publish here. Instead, I'm going to use the Publish command here. So click. Now Expo is asking the name of our app. This is loaded from app.json. So if you look at app.json, you can see various settings about our app. Here's the name of our app. Here's a URL slug for it. This will be part of our app's URL on Expo. You will see it in a second. So back to Metro Bundler, we can optionally specify the GitHub source URL as well as a description. We can optimize our assets so they will be compressed and minified. By default, this is enabled. Now, the URL of our app is going to look like this. expo.io, @. After this, we're going to have our username, which we're going to create in this video, and then we have done with it. So this is our URL slug. Now let's click on Publish Project. So we get back to our terminal window in VS Code. This is where we are running Expo CLI. So Expo is asking, how would you like to authenticate? We can make a new Expo account or log in with an existing account. So let's create a new Expo account. We have to enter our email. So I'm going to go with programmingwithmosh@gmail.com. For my username, I'm going to type programmingwithmosh. Let's give it a password and confirm it. All right. Now Expo is building our iOS and JavaScript bundles. All right, back to Metro Bundler. Our app is successfully published to this address. Let's click on it. So here's our app. Currently, our app doesn't have an icon. That is why we have this empty box. We'll come back and fix this in the future. Now here we have this QR code. So anyone can scan this code with their phone and open our app with Expo Client. As simple as that. We don't have to go through app stores. Now, our app currently doesn't have any descriptions. So let's go back to Metro Bundler. Click on Publish one more time. And this time, give our app a description. I'm going to say a marketplace for selling the stuff you don't need anymore. Now, let's publish it one more time. Now, back in VS Code, let's open app.json. Down the bottom, you can see our new description. So our app is republished. Let's open it one more time. And here's the updated description. Beautiful.